Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am too. I have no idea where the direction of this channel is going, but you can hit subscribe and join me along for the ride. All jokes aside, I started this channel doing curly hair videos because I had started my curly hair journey and my friends and family wanted to know my routine. So I just started making videos so I can answer a bunch of questions all at once. And then I started nursing school and I thought I can document that journey and what that experience was like for me. But my priority became nursing school and I just shifted my focus onto that as well. And then I posted a video a few years ago thinking I would come back to making content, and then life happened and things happened. And so here we are attempting to kickstart this channel again. The last few years, I have been on a healing journey of just rebuilding myself and rebuilding the self-esteem that I once had before, and just learning to believe the things that God has said about me than believing in the negative things I thought about myself. Before I go on, I just want to make a disclaimer. I'm going to get very vulnerable here, and I'm not getting vulnerable to fish for compliments or comments or anything like that. I'm making this because I know I'm not the only one that struggles with this. I know that I'm not the only one that has been faced with insecurities about themselves. I'm making this to encourage others, and I'm making this to hopefully help change society and how we view beauty. If anything, if you want to comment on how this video has impacted you, that would really encourage me the most. Part of the reason why I have not been posting any videos or making any content is because I have truly been battling with how I see myself. Back when I was making videos, I did have a moment where when I would film myself, when I would edit my videos, I would nitpick every little thing about myself. I was always picky about how I looked on camera. How did my hair look? Were my curls good? Did my hair frame my face perfectly? Is the lighting hitting me the way I need it to? And things of that nature. And then while I was editing my videos, I'm able to see my face up close, and I started to nitpick things about my face. Like, my face is asymmetrical and I only like one part of my face over the other because one cheek is higher than the other. And I was nitpicking my lips and how they were thin and also asymmetrical, and my chin, and just like my cheeks are too big. And I was just overly critical of myself, and it just spiraled down into a place where I just didn't want to post videos anymore. That was the problem with YouTube. And then I grew dependent on the filters that you get on Instagram and Snapchat and all these other face altering filters that they seem so subtle, but I truly did not want to record or take pictures of myself unless there was a filter. If I was taking pictures with friends or families, I would be like, put a filter on, put something on, because I truly did not think I was naturally beautiful. I didn't like how I look without filters naturally. As social media progressed to be what it is today, even bigger than what it was back then, I started to compare myself to other girls and other women, and Botox was becoming a thing, and fillers was becoming a thing, and all this facial balancing and promoting all this anti-aging procedures. And I've seen how it made other women look, and I thought to myself, I'm like, wow, like I can enhance my beauty, or I can get rid of these insecurities I have of myself by just getting work done. I've even gone so far into this rabbit hole and even considering getting a rhinoplasty. And I loved my nose before. I didn't see anything wrong with my nose, but it's gotten so bad to the point where I was starting to have thoughts like, do I need a rhinoplasty? Should I get a rhinoplasty? And things of that nature. And before I go on getting more vulnerable with you guys, I'm not making this video to shame you if you've had work done, if you've had any surgery. We're all on our own journeys of loving ourselves and seeing ourselves the way we want to see ourselves rather than letting society and other people define us. However, I do think it's a negative habit of society that drives us to think that we need to get work done to fix ourselves, when in reality, we have to look within ourselves, and that's where the actual work is. What is causing us to feel that we're not beautiful? What is causing us to feel that we want to look like this person or that person? What is the deeper root of the issue? We compare ourselves to the next it girl and their qualities, and she has prettier hair than me. Her eyelashes are naturally longer than mine. She has a nice job. She has a nice career. She has a nice house. She looks happy, but in actuality, no one ever posts their shortcomings. Everyone always posts their highlight reels. I know I do. I don't ever share things like this. I don't ever share when I'm down. I don't ever share when I'm insecure. If anything, I look happy and I look like I'm living my life and I love myself. And I'm guilty of this too. I always post the happy parts of my life. I never post my shortcomings or my failures. I'm never vulnerable about these type of things that I'm talking to you guys about now. And that's the reality. And I feel like we need to open up the floor and have a conversation about being vulnerable and the moments where we are down on ourselves, the moments where we're not kind to ourselves, the moments where we feel ugly. I think we need to do better so that we can encourage others that life is not always perfect. We're not going to feel good all the time. We're not going to feel beautiful all the time. And that's okay. I also think there's a deeper rooted agenda that everybody wants to get filler and everybody wants to get Botox and everybody wants to get facial balancing and BBLs. And when I say everybody, I don't mean a good majority of people who are secure about themselves. But there's a pattern that I see a lot with my friends, with the people I interact, and obviously on social media that there's too many of us that are getting work done to ourselves, which again, I hope you're not feeling shameful if you have gotten work done to yourself. But there truly is a deeper rooted issue where society is trying to make us believe that there's a specific standard of beauty when there's an ultimate standard of beauty that we've been made in the image of God. That's the standard. We're not meant to look the same. If we don't get a control on this now, we're all going to look the same eventually. And then I worry about the younger generation of girls who look up to girls my age and look up to celebrities who have gotten work done. And it's just like, it's so disheartening because it's like everyone's uniquely beautiful in their own way. And I'm not saying that to be cheesy, but there's beauty in the difference of features that we all have. There's beauty in the different hair textures we have. There's beauty in the different eye shape and the different smiles and the different body types that we all have. I'm glad that we don't all look the same. I'm glad that we're not born looking like robots because it's not natural. And I'm saying all of this not because I have conquered my insecurities. I'm telling you the truth right now. I'm making this video and I still struggle with feeling like I need work done. I still struggle with feeling like I need lip filler. I still struggle with feeling like I need Botox in my face and all of these things. I'm not saying this coming from a place that I haven't struggled with this and I don't still struggle with this. I do. I've given this advice to so many other girls, but I still struggle to take this advice for myself and believe this for myself that I am naturally beautiful, that we're all naturally beautiful in our own way. I'm hoping that with being vulnerable about this, I can change the atmosphere in society on the standard of beauty. I'm hoping that I can open up conversations amongst friends and amongst girls about, do I truly need to get work done? Do I truly need this? Am I beautiful without this? If I get work done, am I still going to feel the same way? If I get work done, is this going to fix the way I feel about myself? And I feel like a lot of the times these are just temporary solutions. I feel like we're never going to be satisfied. We're always going to want more filler. We're always going to want more Botox. We're always going to want more work done. And until we fully uproot the issue of how we feel about ourselves and the cause of it, I don't think we'll ever get to a point where we won't need these things to feel beautiful. You don't have to be perfect all the time. We're not meant to be perfect. There was only one person that was ever perfect, and that's not you. But yet you're fearfully and wonderfully made, and nothing you can do will ever change that. No Botox, no filler, no surgery, no status that you can acquire, no amount of money can ever change the fact that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. If you're having the same struggle that I'm struggling with currently, there's some habits I've been practicing to change the belief that I need to fix myself, that I need to change my appearance. For one, physically, if you want to change your physical appearance, I would recommend taking care of yourself physically, right? So drinking water, eating healthy. Don't drink a lot of junk food. If you struggle with acne and things of that nature, think about what you're fueling your body with. A lot of the times our body expels waste in many different ways, and sometimes it can show in our face. Our face can look dull. I struggle with low iron and I always look tired. And I'm really the most non-compliant patient because all my doctors keep telling me to take iron supplements and I don't. I never do. But eating healthy can help change the way you feel about yourself physically and internally. Another thing I've been doing to help me believe that I am actually beautiful is my skincare routine. I wash my face in the morning and I wash my face at night. I don't go to sleep with makeup on. I use moisturizer. And these things seem so simple, but it's honestly helped me in really feeling like I don't need to get work done just to feel beautiful. These things may seem so simple and so little, but it's truly helped me in loving myself. The more I take care of myself, the more I take time to be kind to myself, I feel better about myself. And I tell myself, I don't have to look like this girl. I don't have to look like that girl. I'm taking care of myself, and that's all that matters. Another thing is exercising. Are you exercising? Even going for a 20-minute walk in the morning or at night. That definitely has helped boost my self-esteem. Just getting out, getting some activity, getting some sun. You need some sun. If you're home all day, just in your room, and I've been guilty of this, you're not going to feel good about yourself. I've also limited the time that I am on social media because a lot of my insecurities does stem from social media. I'm always comparing myself to the prettiest girl that I see. I'm always scrolling and there's a pretty girl. It's limiting my time on social media, but also limiting the opportunities where I know I'm going to compare myself to another person. And the most important thing that really I have been more vigilant about is spending time with God and reading his word. And I'm focused on, what does his word say about me? Never mind what this person said about me, never mind what society says about me or what they tell me that I need to do to be beautiful. What does God say about me? And I talk to him all the time. I'm like, God, I want to get work done. I want to get filler. I want to get Botox. And I'm vulnerable with him about these things. And he doesn't shame me. He doesn't guilt trip me or anything like that. And to be honest with you, I don't feel convicted. If I were to go get work done tomorrow, I wouldn't feel convicted about it. But the important part is that this is a journey and he's walking through it with me. I just make sure that I'm feeding myself true bread, the bread of life that helps me combat these thoughts that I need work done, that I'm not beautiful, that I'm ugly, really. Sometimes I feel like I'm ugly. That's not true for me. That's not true for you. And I truly hope that with me being vulnerable about this, it strikes a conversation with yourself and God. God, I don't like how I look in the mirror. God, I don't like how my hair looks. I don't like how you've made me. Sometimes I feel like you could have made me more this way or that way. And honestly, those kinds of conversations are okay to have with God. He's not going to punish you. He's not going to make you feel guilty. The Bible says that he's a God of love and a God of peace. And anything that you feel that's opposite of that is not God. It's the enemy that's trying to bring you down. So I encourage you, if you're feeling this way about yourself, if you feel like you need to go get filler now, if you need to get under the knife, it's okay. It's all a part of the journey. I'm not judging you. And I hope that you watching this video, you're not feeling shameful either. But I do encourage you to spend more time with God and spending more time with seeking what he says about you specifically and not what anyone else has said about you or will say about you. So that is that. I wish I had more things to say about this, but I really had a stirring in my spirit to talk about this, especially even now that I'm still struggling with this concept. I hope that this video offers you some peace in what you're going through and offers you some encouragement. And if you guys have any suggestions or any questions or comments, just let me know down below, or you can reach me on TikTok. We're in this together, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. You're still beautifully and wonderfully. Is it beautifully or wonderfully? Wonderfully, fearfully. It's fearfully. Okay. I guess that concludes this video.